In Task 1 of the IELTS writing paper, the overview is definitely the most important part of the essay. If you do not include an overview, or if your overview does not include information that was chosen appropriately, you will not achieve above a band 5. If the overview is unclear, or doesn't report the main features, trends, or make comparisons, you will not score above a band 6 for task achievement. So we know an overview is very important, but what actually is an overview? The overview is one or two sentences which summarizes the main information shown on the graphic. But it's much more than that. It's the key to getting a really high score in task achievement. And it all starts with choosing the correct information and finding hidden information that might be not so obvious. Now, does this sound difficult? Well, no, we do it all the time. Imagine you were riding along with a friend in your car when he says,
I'm hungry.
Me too. Let's get something to eat.
Hey, look, there's a place, the Task 1 Cafe.
Yeah, it's just opened. I haven't been there yet.
Me neither.
Yeah, should we check it out?
Yeah, but where would we find parking in this part of town?
Yeah, you're right. And we don't really know anything about this restaurant. How about this? I'll stay in the car, and you go in, check it out, come back here and present an overview.
An over what?
You know, present a clear overview of the main features, differences, or trends.
Ah, right, yeah, I know what you mean, gotcha.
Summarize the information by selecting and reporting the main features. And make comparisons where relevant. So we can think of the overview as the same as what you would tell someone about a restaurant with your first impression. Hello, my friend. Welcome to the Task 1 Cafe and Pizza Parlor. What I can get for you, eh?
What kind of pizza you got?
Well, hot and fresh right now. I only got one pizza right now. Here, let me show you. We got the pieces of the chicken, a cheese and vegetable pizza.
Is it the same price for each?
They're all around $3 each.
Hi. Overview. 1, 2, 3 pieces. Chicken, cheese, and vegetable. Vegetable, right. Anything else?
Of course, have a look at our menu.
Right. Salad, soup, sandwiches. Same 3 ingredients as the pizza. Unusual pricing. Right, stars, 1, 3, 5, got it. Thanks.
Forget about it. All right, so from the information contained in the restaurant, what can be clearly seen? Overall, Jack is about to give his overview. Joko doesn't know what is in the restaurant, and Jack can't possibly tell him everything, but he needs to say enough about the information, about the food, so that they can decide whether or not to eat there. So what do you think Jack is going to say? Oh, here's some hints.
Hi, overview. 1, 2, 3 pieces. Chicken, cheese, and vegetable. Right. Salad, soup, sandwiches. Same 3 ingredients as the pizza. Unusual pricing. Right. Stars, 1, 3, 5. Got it.
Remember, he's supposed to summarize the main ideas from the restaurant, make comparisons, note differences. What's he going to say? What would you say? Pause the video now and discuss with a partner. Or if you're by yourself at home, just talk to yourself.
Right. Overall, they've got 3 pieces of pizza. 1 chicken, 1 cheese, and 1 vegetable. They're all about the same price and size. They're salads, soups, and sandwiches. However, they have very different prices for the same 3 ingredients.
Cheese soup, you said?
Yeah, they do, and comes highly recommended by the chef. He gave it 5 stars.
Let's go. So while Jack and Joko enjoy their cheese soup and chicken pizza and vegetable sandwich, well, who knows what they're going to get, but they know what the prices are. I'm going to answer a question that you probably have right now, and that is, what? What? Task 1 Cafe? Huh? Well, you see, let me tell you the inspiration for my skit here tonight. I'll tell you a story. Years ago, one of my first classes, and they needed to explain an overview, and we had this graphic. And when I asked them what would be an appropriate overview for this task, they looked at me kind of confused. They weren't getting it. I saw it right away, but it turns out I hadn't answered a basic question. Teacher, what is an overview? Well, I told the students to imagine that the graph was a pizza. And they were over it, viewing it from above. Suddenly, what would they notice? What do you notice about the pizza?
So the simile of a pie graph as a pizza came as a way to answer the question, what is an overview?
See, of course, task 1 is never this simple. There was a second, much more complicated graphic. Ooh, look at that. Damn, tables are tough. 12 data points. What am I going to make of this? Now, you'll remember from the skit, this made its way into the Task 1 Cafe as well as the menu. So just as the pie graph is a pizza, the table is a menu. Why do I do this? Well, it points out that sometimes it's easier to get your mind around something if you put it into a different type of graphic. Now, how do we fit this into our overview? First, let's remember what Jack had to say in his overview for the first part.
Overall, they've got 3 pieces of pizza. 1 chicken, 1 cheese, and 1 vegetable. They're all about the same price and size.
The lesson here is that a comparison sometimes means showing things are similar, not necessarily different.
They're salads, soups, and sandwiches. However, they have very different prices for the same 3 ingredients.
This overview makes comparisons within each graphic and also between the graphics. Uber comparison.
Oh, wonderful. The viewers will be ready if they get a question about pizza and sandwiches.
Who said that?
It's me. I am your computer, Joko.
Well, what do you want?
Please wrap up this video. It's 9 minutes long already. You're wearing down my processors with this production, and honestly, no amount of fancy video trickery is going to make your stupid PowerPoint slideshows any more interesting.
Stupid? Well, I was just getting to the point of connecting it to the academic. No more pizza, I promise.
Well then, get on with it.
Of course, our pizza overview was not academic, but we can just use those same ideas and paraphrase to make it so. Hey, snarky Indian lady, would you mind doing the honors for me?
Overall, it can be seen that worldwide, the 3 main causes of land degradation, overgrazing, deforestation and too much cultivation, have similar levels of impact. By contrast, when looked at regionally, they vary tremendously in their relative effect, with each of the regions having a different leading cause of degradation.
So in this video lesson, I've tried to show you that a apparently complicated table with lots of numbers can be simple if you think about it in other terms. Don't be afraid of noting things are similar. And most importantly, look deeper and try to make comparisons that go beyond just this item is the highest and this item is the lowest. That's what everyone always runs to. And it will limit your score. It really will.
I got it.
Okay, come back here and present an overview.
What?
That's too much.
Okay, try again. There's an element of construction manifesting an establishment of culinary purveyance operating under the moniker the Task One Cafe. How quaint.